back to another episode of our Bridgesimton challenge. We are here with our Harrington family, with the Queen and her heir. She has recently announced him as her heir, and she is currently just playing on the piano, trying to get a little bit more skill up. She is just enjoying basking by the fire here on this cold spring day. She is having the day off here from her royal duties, and she is just currently relaxing and having a good time working on some of her skills. We are going to be seeing how her and her son get on. As we know, he is trying to build up his skills here a little bit, as he recently did become a child, and so he's just working on bettering himself, and she obviously is trying to make sure that he gets everything that he needs to do in order to be able to be a good teen when he ages up to a teen later on, and will be able to enter into the marriage market. The Queen is planning to be throwing a ball in this episode. She's hoping that some of our teens that are already ready for the marriage market are going to be able to start finding themselves some love matches, and so she's going to have a ball so that they can start finding themselves some suitors, and hopefully some love matches will be born from that. And so they're going to have the first ball of the season, which is going to be great. It does look like Flora has just recently become friends with Augustus. They have met out here, and so she's just getting to know the heir, which is really great. She has come over to visit here, and so they're just kind of getting to know one another a little bit. She's trying to make a good impression on him because, as you know, she is entering into the marriage market this season, and so she's like, well, I just want to make sure that I can obviously make a good impression on Augustus because he can put in a good word with the Queen for me. And if he puts in a good word with the Queen, then obviously I will have it, where I am going to do well. She's like, if I have a good word put in for me, then things are going to be great for me in that front. Would you go to the bathroom before you wee yourself, please? She's like, well, I'm considering it. Yeah, please do that. All right, so I am going to go ahead and let her come on down. She is starting to get a little bit hungry, it looks like. So we're going to have everyone come downstairs and just grab themselves a little bit of a bite to eat. It looks like Augustus came down. He was looking to maybe get himself a little bit of caviar and crackers. I am not sure if he is able to make that or not, but it is a quick meal, so he should just be able to kind of grab that out of the fridge, and hopefully he'll be able to get himself a little bit of a bite to eat there. I mean, any child that's eating caviar and crackers is clearly someone that is quite established in life. He's like, that is a good meal. He is loving that. Okay, clearly you have a bit of a refined palate there. We love that for you. So he is feeling also a little bit tired, so I may go ahead and send him off and let him just have himself a little bit of a nap. It is currently about 4 p.m. in the game, and this day has definitely gotten a little bit away from them. They were spending the day kind of getting to know some of the community people, and I was building up their relationships with some of the community so that she could invite everyone to the ball. And we are just going to let her go ahead and cook, I guess. I had told her to eat leftovers, but she was like, yeah, I'm kind of not in the mood for that. So she's going to make herself a little bit of a meal here. We'll have her go ahead and grab a bite to eat. Eat that, please, because you're hungry. And then we are going to head over to the Bridgertons because Daphne Bridgerton is aging up to a child. So we are going to be seeing Daphne age up. Hopefully she is going to have a successful role about that, and we'll be able to see her aging up into a child, and that will be successful for Daphne, and the Bridgertons will have something good to look forward to in that area. If not, then obviously that will be very bad. But we're going to head over to the Bridgertons now. We're going to do that birthday roll, and then we will come back and we will probably go ahead and start getting the Harringtons ready for the bed for the evening. And then in the morning, they'll get themselves ready for the party and for the ball. So that will be fantastic. So let's go see the Bridgertons. Here in the Bridgerton home, this is little Daphne here. She is just getting a little bit of dancing in. She's super cute. But as I said, she is going to be aging up into a child. We are going to be seeing her have her birthday, and we are going to need to roll for her. She is unable to roll a 3 or a 17. Let's go ahead and age her up, and then we will give a roll and see if she is good to go. And she got a 1 in all of her skills here: motor, social, mental, and creativity. She is going to be macabre. Embrace your inner darkness and your occasional intrusions of light. Macabre Sims are all about being their best, unique sim self while still reveling in all that life and the afterlife has to offer. And let's go ahead and give her motor. We'll let her be a rambunctious scamp. And let's jump into cast with her and give her her makeover. Okay, so this is Daphne Bridgerton and what she looks like as a child. And we are going to go ahead and roll the dice for her. She can't roll a 3 or a 17. So let's go ahead and roll the dice and see how she fares and if she's going to be able to make it. She rolls a 17, which is not a good number. Daphne, unfortunately, is going to have to pass away. So we are going to have to take Daphne away from her family here. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game, and we will take Daphne away. All right, now that we are back here in the game, we are unfortunately going to have to kill little Daphne. And that is super, super sad. But we are going to go ahead and take her away. I do think that the death option in my game is not working like it's supposed to. But we will go ahead and kill Daphne. And we will see about... Can I not kill her? And Colin and Benedict are going to have a difficult family dynamic. Okay. Alright, so Daphne, unfortunately, is not going to make it. She has died on her birthday roll. Okay, this music has got to go. Let's get her to turn this off. Turn this off. Thank you. And we are just going to hopefully see the Grim come and take her away like he's supposed to. Because for whatever reason, lately in my games, when we have a person die, the Grim is not coming like he's supposed to. Or at least that is happening in my Ultimate Decade save. But it looks like this is going to actually work here in this save file. So we love that. I wonder if it's because I use the the toddler mod one. Alright, we're going to let her become a free roaming ghost, and unfortunately Daphne is no longer with us. We'll put her urn there. She is no longer with us here. She has died, and that is super, super sad. And it does look like Benedict is being malicious towards Colin, and Colin is not liking that very much, and he dislikes malicious interactions, which is fine. We are going to go ahead and bring home Violet, and then we will move on with this and head back over to the Harrington residence. Back over here in the Harrington residence, we have Augustus, who is just playing with a little bit of chess. He is just trying to learn a little bit of mental skill here, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that for him. So we're just going to let him continue on doing that. It does look like Charlotte is currently going to just brush her teeth and get herself ready for bed. So we're going to let her go ahead and take care of some of her needs here, get herself ready for bed, and she'll head herself off for the evening so that she can go ahead and get rested up here. She knows that tomorrow is going to be a very busy day for her. She has to, look over everyone at the ball and make sure that everyone is, having successful matches. She has to watch everyone there at the ball. She wants to see all of the ladies and gentlemen, and she wants to see how everyone is kind of acting and who her diamond is going to be for the season. And so she has obviously a big role to play in this ball. And obviously Lady Whistledown will be reporting on all of that information as well, I'm sure. And so the queen wants everything to go really well at the ball that she's throwing, and so she just wants to make sure that she's well rested for the day's events for tomorrow. So she is going to go ahead and get herself turned in for the evening. And, you know, Augustus, he won't be attending the ball. He's just a little young yet still, so he will just stay home here with the butler, and he's just not really all that much concerned about it. And so he's just thinking, it doesn't really mean all that much to me. He's not a teen yet, so it's not like he is really going to be that involved in the whole thick of things. But we are just going to let him continue to play his logic game here, and he'll get a little bit more mental skill. He has reached level 3 of the mental skill, and we'll go ahead and have him send Flora on home since it is getting pretty late, and then we'll let him head off to the washroom and take care of some of his needs. So he is currently at mental level 3, motor level 2, social level 2, and logic level 2. So we absolutely love that for him. But he has met his goals for the day in regards to his tradition being complete, and I love that. It is new skill day, and he did meet a new skill, so I love that for him. So he is just going to the washroom here, and then I am going to go ahead and why did it not let him? Okay, we'll just fix that. We're just going to go ahead and send him off to bed as well, and let him get a little bit of rest because he desperately needs to get some rest also. And we want him rested up for the day's events. Maybe I can send him to bed here in this room since he has outgrown his toddler room clearly. So we're just going to go ahead and send him off to bed. Everyone in the Harrington residence is going to get some much needed rest. And in the morning, everyone's going to get ready for the ball. So I will see you when they wake. Okay, so it is the next morning, and the Queen Charlotte, is just about to get up here. We are just going to have her get on up out of bed, and then I'm going to have her go ahead and start getting ready for the day. As we know, she does need to make sure that she's ready for the ball that she's getting together today. The ball will be around 1 p.m. I am going to have her go on down into the kitchen once she gets up, and we're going to have her cook a meal. It does look like Augustus is starting to get a little bit hungry, so I am going to have her make a little bit of breakfast for him. So we'll have her go down and just cook a meal so that he will have something to eat. As we know, he will be getting hungry, so I am going to have her get up, and we're going to have her just make a little bit of breakfast for the children, and by children I mean her son. So she's going to come down and make some avocado and eggs for him, and then he'll be able to obviously eat that. So she's going to just make up a little bit for him here, so he'll be able to eat something. She does enjoy cooking, and so I think that, you know, that will be nice for her to do. Obviously, the butler should probably be the one doing the cooking, but I find that he doesn't really do a whole lot of the cooking in the house, and when he does, he cooks things like cakes and things like that, and I don't necessarily want Augustus just eating a whole bunch of cakes, so I'm going to have her cook a real breakfast meal here for him. So she's going to do some breakfast foods, and then we will probably let her go ahead and proceed with her duties, and she'll go on to work, and then we will get her off to the ball after she has proceeded with her daily royal duties that she needs to do. All right, don't eat dirt. We don't want you doing that. All right, finish that meal up, and then Augustus can go ahead and eat breakfast. We love it. All right, Augustus, come over here and grab a serving of this breakfast that your mom made for you. It'll be delicious. And it does look like Lady Whistledown has written, and she has said, "Dearest readers, if I have to hear one more plodding, spiritless sonata played by Mr. Florent de Michelet, I may scream. Skill or no, it takes a great ear to succeed in music. Who among us can recommend the gentleman a private musical tutor? Yours truly, Lady Whistledown." Oh my goodness. All right, so Charlotte is off to go tend to her royal duties here while we get Augustus fed up here. He is just going to go ahead and have his breakfast, and then we will get him to, you know, kind of start dealing with some of his skills. We definitely want him working on some skill building and learning some things. Obviously, we want him doing that. So I am just going to get him to come in here and maybe do some practicing speech so that he can get some communication up. We definitely want that for him. So I'll have him work on that. As he is a child, he definitely, you know, will want to get his communication skill up so that once he becomes a teenager, he will be better geared towards being able to build up his charisma, especially being that he is the heir and of the royal family. He will want his charisma skill to be good because he is going to be dealing with the public. So we definitely want that for him. So we are going to build up on that skill for him, and we will let them continue on with that while she is currently at her job doing her royal duties here. So we will continue on now with him doing his charisma. He has acquired the charisma skill, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that for him. So now he has charisma and he has logic as well. So he is building on some skills that is going to help him in the future as an heir of the royal family. And I am thrilled about that for him. Obviously, when Charlotte gets back home, we will go ahead and we will have her work towards getting herself ready here for the ball. So, I don't want you to travel. I want you to come home. I'm going to have her come home early from work because the ball is about to begin. So she has come on home. And she's like, I've got to get myself ready for the ball. It is set to begin soon. She's just going to grab herself a quick bite to eat. Okay, so now that we have arrived here at the ball, as you can see, Queen Charlotte is just filling up the fountains and she has done the serving platter. I'm going to go ahead and let her grab a serving of food here because she didn't get anything to eat when she was at the house when she came home from work. She grabbed something to eat and then she was obviously not able to eat it because, well, she had to start the ball here. So she's going to go ahead and grab a bite to eat here really quickly. And we are just going to go ahead and we're going to look around and see what everyone is up to. So it does look like everyone is starting to kind of get to know one another. We are going to go ahead and have people start getting some introductions. Let's just do a friendly introduction with some of these people. And maybe they can get to know one another and we can obviously build on some relationships here. So I'm going to go over here and have him do a gentlemanly introduction and maybe he can start getting to know some of these people. I want him to come out and do a gentlemanly introduction to Flora. And he can do a... Oh, he got an instant attraction with Flora, it looks like. Flora has an instant attraction to Lou Petrov. Okay. So Flora is attracted to Lou Petrov. All right. So maybe she wants to do a little bit of dancing with him. Maybe she can ask him about his soulmate. I'm going to have you go over here and maybe you can do a friendly introduction to Scarlet. Why don't you go on inside?
Vina. Ukaru. Shippy Zerf.
B. Isabella is feeling lucky. Should she place a wager on her estate? No. Fold. Why are you wagering on your estate? Have you lost your mind? So these two are going to dance. She wants to wager her estate. Fold. Stop gambling. Where is she? Oh my gosh. Stop gambling. Quit playing cards. This is not what this is about.
Aha!
Let's ask Scarlet if she wants to dance.
Rumea Hoopitu.
Ask her to dance, please. Alright, I'm going to also get you to come and introduce yourself to someone. Why don't you introduce yourself to Lou? Do a ladylike introduction. Lola. I mean, you've got to get yourself in the running. Why don't you go ahead and ask him if he wants to dance?
Silly, silly!
Where is the queen? She's all out here by herself, not even paying attention to her own ball. Go inside and stop being like this. Come in here and sit. Why don't you ask him if he wants to dance? Isabella and Scarlet are clearly freaking out because there's a ghost playing the piano. I mean, we absolutely love that so much. This ball is not exactly going as I had intended, but we have noticed that Scarlet has made a little bit of a match with Lou. And I would think that, you know, Lola is a little bit trying to move in on that territory a little bit. Because, you know, she's thinking to herself, I am the diamond of the season and I want to be the one that makes the match. I don't know exactly how he feels about it, but he's going to come over here and ask her if she wants to dance with him. And I think Lola is going to go ahead and do a little bit of chatting with him and just trying to get to know him a little bit better after their dance. And compliment his fine family lineage. Lord Victor learned that Scarlet's pretty wealthy.
Koiba? Yes.
Oh, believe Fenoy.
Are you guys gonna dance on top of the violin player? Even now, Scarlett has come in and she's kind of making the moves on Victor Driscoll because she is hoping that she might be able to make a match. And we have Florent here, who is now dancing with Flora. Flora and Florent. Wouldn't that be a match made in heaven? And it is about 9 o'clock p.m. This party is only made it to bronze so far. We are going to go ahead and have some people go ahead and have some drinks. But they do seem to be having a pretty decent time here at the ball, which I absolutely love for them. It is going pretty well, and I love that. I mean, they just seem to be tipping the musicians over and over again. And the parents are upstairs gambling their estates away, which, you know, is probably not the best for everyone. Let's go ahead and call everyone to a meal, and we'll let everyone go ahead and grab themselves a bite to eat here. And then we are going to need to do our random selection roll for our Harrington family and find out what it is that our random selection, what they're going to need to do for this episode. While we go ahead and get our ball closed up for the session here. We do seem to have made a little bit of progress in the area here, in the sense that Flora did get a little bit of an attraction to Lou, and I don't know how Victor feels about them, but he does seem to have a pretty decent relationship with Scarlett, which I love. Lola is very attracted to Lou as well, so maybe she can do something with that. And it does seem that Florent and Flora have a pretty decent relationship here, so we love that. So we love that a lot. She could possibly get with Victor as well, just from the simple fact that they have a good relationship, but Flora is unattracted to him, so I don't know how that's going to work out for her. All right, so we love how that's turned out. We love that the ball has been a bit of a success. They have only gotten bronze on this ball. We are going to go ahead and just keep being friendly. Thank you. We are going to go ahead and close out the ball for now, and we're going to head everyone home. So for our random selection roll, we have 5 categories to choose from, and we are going to open up our random number generator, and we are going to do from 1 to 5. And we got 1, which is the financial category, and it has 9 options in that. So we got an 8, which says steal money. Really? We're the royal family and we're going to steal money? Okay. Roll a D3 and then we'll get either 150k, 300k, or 500k. Then roll to see if you are caught. Roll a D100. 51 and over, you are caught and must go to jail for 1 rotation. 50 and lower, you got away with it. All right, so D through 3. All right, 1 through 3. 2. We are going to steal 300K. And we are rolling a 100. 61. 51 and over, we must go to jail. Oh my gosh. Queen Charlotte has gone to jail. So we will have to put Queen Charlotte in jail for stealing. So I will be putting her in jail for stealing. She stole 300K. So we will go ahead and add 300K to the family. I can't believe she did that, but we are going to have to be putting her in jail for theft. You know, she was upstairs and she was totally playing cards and gambling. And I guess during her gamblings, she decided to steal 300K. To be honest, she probably stole it from Isabella because let's be real, she was like, I'm going to just throw my money in. I'm even going to wager my estate. And she was like, if she's got that kind of money and she's just slinging it around, then I'm just going to steal it from her and maybe she won't even notice. And so she just stole the money from Isabella and she totally got caught. Now she has to go to jail. She is the bloody queen and she has to go to jail. This is absolutely ridiculous. And she doesn't even seem to be bothered by it, but yeah. Poor Queen Charlotte is going to have to go to jail. We'll be putting her in jail for the next rotation. And we absolutely hate that for her. I can't believe that. Like, you go, you throw a ball, and then you get your ass locked up in jail. What are the odds? But I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live in the future. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Bridgesimton Challenge, where we will be with our next family and we'll be seeing what happens in that one. We clearly won't be having a ball because the queen will be in jail. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.